What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Astrology Pill. I am Ryan, your astrological physician, and today we're going to be talking about a cluster of planets that if we utilize them in the correct way, I call it the success formula. And so those three planets are Mars, Saturn, and the North Node isn't really a planet, but for the purpose of what we're talking about today, it's going to be a planet. But all three of these planets play a certain role. And so you have Mars. Mars is our will, our desires. Saturn is structure. It is somewhat like the boss. You know, it tells us what to do. And we may not like being told what to do, but ultimately, when we have someone in control of us or someone who is giving us orders, that's exactly what they're doing. They're providing some type of order, and ultimately you get good results from that. And the last one is the North Node, and the North Node is our collective journey forward. Everybody should be trying to move in this direction so that they can progress and evolve. Currently, the aspect between Mars and Saturn is a little bit of a rough one. It's a square, and so Mars is going to have to be okay with taking orders from somebody or letting the structure just fall into place, because ultimately Saturn is channeling this Mars energy. And if we allow it to channel this Mars energy, it can be channeled into some very good things, and it can ultimately allow us to accomplish some really good things, up our statuses, because that's what Capricorn Saturn is all about. It wants to move up the rankings and achieve a higher status, and it's more like the military rankings and status, like that's super Saturnian. And you know, Mars is our will, our fight. It's kind of like a soldier, a warrior, so it makes perfect sense, you know, and you get these two energy played out in that scenario. And so the North Node is in Gemini, and Gemini is a sign that activates or stimulates the mind. It's very quick thinking on its feet. Gemini is also the sign of learning and simplicity. And so through this process, we should be evolving in ways that are making us smarter, making us a lot more quick in social settings where we're not, you know, bogging down, like, you know, we're not smart enough to be in the conversation, but we're smart enough to keep it going and push it forward. And so these are ways that we will have to benefit and grow through this process. And so I call this the success formula, because, you know, it may not necessarily be the easiest thing to deal with at the time, because also Saturn is in conjunct with the North Node, and so these things just do not match at all. So if we can find a way to balance and sit with all these energies and make them make sense for us, we can really start to accomplish a lot of the things that we want to accomplish and really kind of see leaps and bounds in our evolution. And at the time, all these planets are in retrograde. Mars is in retrograde. So it's not a good time for us to really start to try to be aggressive. You know, in situations where you feel that aggression rising up, you should take a step back and allow yourself to feel that energy out and understand how you need to channel it. Because if you be the aggressor in this situation, it's really just a waste of energy. You're not channeling it in the right way, because ultimately what's causing you to be aggressive is the fact that you're not wanting some type of structure that's being placed on you. And so just take a step back. Also in retrograde is Saturn. And so Saturn in retrograde also is allowing us to kind of create our own structures while we can. Because ultimately when Saturn goes direct, the structures go back in place. And if we haven't created our own structure, it's going to be a lot harder when the oppressive structures start to really come down on us. And the North Node is always in a retrograde motion. It moves backwards throughout the zodiac chart. So if we understand that this is just more of a very introspective process. And so we should just allow ourselves to be more open to understanding how we can utilize these energies and become better with it. So the astrology pill today for the success formula is to create a plan that channels our energy towards a goal. And in the process, we should be thinking a lot more quickly and also embracing learning new things and ultimately just becoming a smarter person. And so I hope this has helped everyone that's tuned in. I thank you all for tuning in, and I ask that you continue to like, share, and comment on all of our videos. And I'll be back next week with another video.